Hi traders, welcome back to my channel Binary Queen. In today's video we are going to talk about how to identify major trend and minor trends and how you can take your trades accordingly. I know in many of my previous videos I have mentioned major and minor trends several times and many of you have been asking me to explain them in detail. So today that's exactly what we are going to do. By the end of this video you will clearly understand how to spot both types of trends on your charts and use that knowledge to improve your entries and timing. So let's not waste any more time. Let's jump straight onto the chart and let's get started. So guys, I've taken a currency pair USD BRL as an example. As you can see, this chart is moving in a perfect trend and it's clearly an uptrend. Now with a screenshot, I'm going to explain how you can identify the major trend and the minor trend. You can see here that the major trend is obviously upward, and that's because the market is continuously making higher highs, breaking previous level one by one and forming new highs each time. So this pattern clearly shows that the major trend is uptrend. Now within this major trend we also have smaller movements, and these are what we call minor trends. The minor trend is simply the smaller trend that forms inside the major trend, and it can move either up or down. For example, here, these all are minor trend. See, these all small loops, whether it be up or down, these all are minor trends. So these trends are inside the major trend. That's why we are calling it minor trend. To increase your winning probability, you need to align both of the trend, that is the minor trend and the major trend. Here's what I mean. Since the major trend is up, we also want the minor trend to be moving up. When both trends are aligned in the same direction, that's what I call 1 plus 1. Your trade setup becomes much more stronger and more reliable. So when the major trend is up, focus only on buy setup. Wait for the minor pullback to finish and enter your trades when buyers take control again. And as you can see in this chart, the major trend is clearly up, and when the minor trend also moves upward and you notice a strong bullish candle forming, that's your perfect moment to enter call trade setup. Remember guys, in binary option trading, we always take trades in the direction of major and minor trend combined, and this is very important rule. Now let's move on to some live trading examples so I can show you this concept in action. I'm going to find that perfect currency pair which is aligned with major and minor trend, and I will be taking a couple of trades to show you how this works in real time. Let's see, let's find that perfect currency pair. We have to zoom out to see the major trend, and here in this particular currency pair, as you can see, market has made a new low, verifying that the major trend is currently downtrend, and as you can see the minor trend is also downtrend. So we are in a seller's loop, and this is a perfect currency pair to take a put entry trade. And here there's a very strong support going on. Market has reversed several times, but we are still going to take trade based on major and minor trend. If I draw a horizontal line here, it might look like a very strong support, but remember we are trading with the trend and not against it. The major trend is down and the minor trend is still down. And after this green candle, I'm planning to take a put entry, carefully managing my risks since there is a support level nearby. Notice something important. The current candle here has just formed. It doesn't have any wick. That means a clear break of structure here, and the current candle, it doesn't have any wick. The market is still bearish, and even though there's a green candle, it has not completely covered the previous red candle, which means that there is equal chances that one more green candle can be formed. That's why I have only taken one trade. Okay, because here I'm planning to go for one step martingale, because I was fully aware that since this green candle has not fulfilled this red candle and it was a candle without any wicks, so there was equal probability of forming one more green candle, which is why I took only one trade. But after this green candle, I am 100% sure, because combination of these two green candle now FFLC has completed, and now I will be taking my multiple sell entry trades according to the major and minor trend and according to candlestick psychology, and I'm 100% sure that this is going to be a short winning trade. Just as I anticipated, this candle is forming exactly the way I expected, and I'm confident that it's going to close as a strong red candle. Now, if this current red candle doesn't completely fulfill the previous green candle, I will be entering another put entry trade right after this one, because I'm certain that the next candle will also be a seller's candle. Remember, we are trading in line with both the major and minor trends, and that's the most powerful combination you can ever have in binary option trading. Even though you might see that the candle is trying to push up and form a green one, but I'm not worried, because that's at the end of this timer, I know it's going to close as a red one. And this is the true power of aligning the major trend and minor trend together. Now, as this candle closes, I'm taking one more put entry because it hasn't yet fulfilled the previous green candle. According to FFLC theory, that is fulfill last candle, the next candle should once again continue in the direction of the sellers to completely fulfill the previous green candle. So I took back to back sell entry, and this should be a winning trade as well. Let's see how this trade goes on. According to my analysis, this candle should close as a red one, either a big red candle or a red hammer. So let's see. I have placed this trade backed by my trend alignment and FFLC confirmation, two of my strongest confirmation combined, and look at that trade. Just as predicted, the candle is moving beautifully in our favor. Everything is aligning perfectly, and the market structure, the trend, and the momentum. This is exactly how you can take high confidence trade with logic, discipline, and strong confirmation. And you can see this is a winning trade as well. Now here's a strong gap formation is happening. So what we can do, we can wait for the candle to go up, fulfill the gap, and take a sell entry. But if the timer doesn't suggest and there's a gap, a huge gap, so we will not be taking any more trade here, because this candle can form a green one to fulfill the gap. Okay, so if you are not certain about the candlestick psychology, in some cases you can skip the trade. So let's find another perfect example of taking trade according to major and minor trend. Let's see, let's find out that perfect trade setup. Here the major trend is up and the minor trend is also up, but as you can see, this green candle is very abnormal, fulfilling the red candle, and also FFLL fulfilling last leg. So there's equal chances market can reverse. That's why I skipped that trade. And here, this is a perfect example of ranging market. Here the market doesn't have any solid trend. It's very easy to identify because there's only two loops, buyer's loop and seller's loop. If I take a rectangular box here, you can clearly see that market is ranging in a certain range, doing up and down between these two ranges. So what happens here is, it's very easy to predict the next candle in ranging market, because here we are in a buyer's loop, and since there is no major and minor trend whatsoever, according to the buyer's loop, according to the minor trend, and according to candlestick psychology, I took a call entry directly at the opening of the candle. Here this is the seller's loop, and here this one is the buyer's loop, and in buyer's loop we are never going with the sellers. So here, this was the buyer's loop, and yes, the target of the market was yet to be fulfilled, and there was a strong momentum of buying pressure, which is why I directly took my call entry trade, and this is a winning trade as well. So guys, remember, you have to take trade according to the trend, no matter what. Either it's a ranging market or trendy market. These two market is perfect for taking trade according to the trends, and here this is a winning trade as well. Alright traders, I hope now you understand how you can take trades according to the trend by aligning the major and minor trends. If you'd like to trade with me, join my Telegram signal group. The link is in the description box below. There we trade together with proper logic and clear setup. Just message me on my Telegram and my team will guide you through the process. That's all for today. I'll be back soon with another powerful video. Until then, practice this on your demo account and let me know in the comment section how it's going. With this, I'm signing out for today. Until then, happy trading, guys.